My mom has this thing where
Yeah, whenever we get into a cab, three of us at the back right will say, please don't say you can speak Chinese, please don't say you can speak Chinese. Then after that, then she'll say, do you know my kids can speak Mandarin?
then they like,
Then-
我可以讲话啊，吃饱了吗？
好，吃饱了。
哇，厉害耶！ My mom flexes it all the time.
Today we're going to be learning about African cuisine. I'm really excited about it. So what are we doing today?
We are going to make pilau, which is actually a Tanzanian dish.
Uh-huh.
It's a celebratory dish that my mom used to make it all the time. And today we're going to try do it for ourselves.
Nice.
Why not pick it up now? Like learn how to make it now and take over from my mom.
Yeah.
So I think to learn more about African cuisine, we're here at the only African restaurant in Singapore. So we're going to go check out some dishes.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
excited.
The dish that reminds me a lot about like Tanzania is probably the maharage, which is Swahili for beans.
They always eat beans in Tanzania. Yeah, so it's like a staple.
Then fried plantain. This is,
Fish curry.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and then I'll grab some chapati.
Oh wow. Fish curry is nice. You guys grew up almost entire life here in Singapore. How was it for you guys? Was it easy to fit in?
Like, I think thankfully for my siblings and I, we didn't really like get bullied in that sense. But at the same time, people were also not the most like aware of like African culture or Tanzanian culture. So when I come to school with like curlier hair or sometimes braided hair, then like, the comments made. But I think there was one season where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go, I've never gone natural because it's like letting your afro out. I mean, it's quite freeing, I guess. I just decided, okay, I'm gonna own this. This is my culture. This is who I am.
Did you guys like spoke to your parents about it?
I tell my mom, and my mom would be like, show me who it is.
Then we go down to school. I was like, no, it's okay, it's okay.
So it's like my mom will always like,
Protective.
yeah, she's protective, and she helped to also instill in us as much as you guys are different, can't let people push you around kind of thing. There are moments where you kind of snap back to being like self-aware.
People make you aware of
Yeah.
who you are.
If like we ended up doing something slightly wrong, that's where the whole like rhetoric changes and becomes like, you guys, you're foreigners, you don't know how to accept Singapore culture and everything. Then it just becomes like I go back to your country and I'm like,
I'm from here.
okay lah, here you are. Those kind of things where it keeps bringing the question back up, like, is there a look to being Singaporean? Like, you have to
exactly.
look
like,
Singaporean.
What is Singaporean?
Yeah,
Aren't we all different races? So
Yeah.
my mom likes to make this a lot for us. And nakupenda means I love you. So it's the only Swahili word I recognized in the dessert menu. So I was like, oh, I know that. Let me order that.
It's a bright sunshiny day as we're moving along our way.
So we're in the kitchen right now.
Yes, we
So
are.
we're gonna make pilau.
Uh-huh.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
You're the master of the pilau here.
Yes, but I've only made it once, but one more time than all of y'all.
Yep.
Hello, Shikamu.
I think my kitchen is turned upside down.
Yeah.
Would you like to show off your cutting skills?
What are you doing, Alvin?
Dicing.
Guys, and I don't think you're using the correct knife.
Like pilau, is this something of a specialty?
Normally, this food
Yeah.
is eaten on all occasions, good and bad. Funerals, parties, birthdays, weddings.
Could you describe a little bit about pilau? What is pilau?
Pilau is influenced by the Indians.
A lot of spices?
All of spices mixed together, and it must go with the salad that my dear boy is making here. We call it kachumbari.
Your children have grew up most of their life in Singapore.
Yes.
How important is it for you to sort of pass on this African and Tanzanian roots to them?
As I told you, this food is very special. Wherever I cook for their friends, my house is full of people. I want them to know how to cook. When she has her own place, all her friends will go and eat at her place, not my place anymore. I also want to be part of people who go and eat at her place.
It's the female sort of position in the African family. It's very important.
Yes.
It's like the anchor of the house.
Normally men don't do anything.
Okay, I see.
I didn't hear that.
But I want him to learn because you never know once he marry a Chinese how. He has to cook the pilau for the wife, the in-laws.
Good luck.
Or if she's watching this video.
So guys, I actually heard that African parenting is quite similar to Asian parenting. Is that any truth to that? Safe space.
I think I know in Asian parenting, the academics matter a lot. I think my dad was a bit more of the math and science guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he will say, do you want to study engineering?
Do you feel so as well? Did you wish for them for engineering life last time?
No, I just told them, follow your dreams.
Nice.
I'll be there smelling what's coming out of my kitchen. And I wish you all the best.
No pressure.
No pressure. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Then we're gonna saute the onions. So this is just beef, ginger, and then we just boil the beef until it's soft and tender.
About 1-2 hours.
Yeah, about there. And then after that, we will use the stock for the rice later.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Does it smell like it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and then now I'm gonna put in the rice.
Unwashed.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
never mind.
As of now it is, I guess.
Totally forgot about that, but
Well then.
well then.
It will be a sticky rice.
And then we'll use the stock to cook the rice also.
So you don't know how much water?
I don't know how much water I put in. I put in by faith.
Please, okay.
Yeah, I
Let's
think so.
we can add more later. And now we wait.
We wait. I think about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes.
I
And
think
then
10
we'll see how.
minutes,
Yeah.
I've already diced the cucumbers, the tomatoes, the onions, and then now I'm gonna add in lime, like lemon juice,
Nice.
the pili pili mbuzi, to add a bit of spice to it.
Well done.
Yeah.
Look at you, chef. So are you guys being grew up almost entire life in Singapore? Are you afraid that you will somehow lose the African connection down the line?
Kind of. I think that's why, I'm glad that we're kind of doing this so that we can learn how to make certain dishes, even the language. I can understand my parents. My brother needs Google Translate. I think, or at least personally, before I move on to next stages, when you get married and when you have kids, you kind of want to pass them down something more than the Singapore culture that they're growing up.
Yep.
I think it's quite cool that they have this in their heritage. So
Even though I don't know the language, but I want to pass on what I know about Tanzania and everything. It doesn't just stop at me. In the media especially, you see a lot of this representations of Africa. It's always very stereotypical. Feed a child for 80 cents a day. That's not how it is. So I kind of want to make sure that they know how it truly is.
So I think this is kind of what it means to be multicultural. So to kind of embrace both sides of
Yep.
the culture. For
You
us
are
to-
the sum of your parts, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think we can put this in the oven now, and we're going to put it in for about 15 minutes just to make the top crispy.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Right.
Look at the potatoes.
Right.
Oh, wow. You did a good job. You did a good job. Yep. And you,
Yay! I nailed the salad.
Is you gonna take over all the pilau
Yes.
next time?
Yes, now I know I have chefs in this house.
How do you feel about your pilau, Wendy?
I'm honestly quite impressed. I didn't think that I will get it right.
Thank God. And under no supervision of Mama.
But he did help me with the goldening of the onion.
How would you rate it?
But it's really good. For the first time cook,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Out of 10, what would you rate it?
7.5. You did the best, my son.
You
Yeah.
did the best.
The chopping also is very good.
Not bad, not bad. I would just like to say to my sister, I did it. She was like, don't embarrass the culture. Did I embarrass?
No.
Did I uphold?
Yes.
Wow, thanks.
It was a really fun day cooking with Alvin and Wendy, seeing how they are going out of the way to sort of connect with their roots, learning how to make pilau, seeing the mom enjoying the pilau that Wendy make. You can see that the joy in the face. It's incredibly heartwarming. I think oftentimes when you're sort of straddling between both worlds, you're sort of in a space of conflict. But I think it's very nice to see how Alvin and Wendy is sort of really holding true to both ends of being Singaporean and being Tanzanian. It makes me want to think about what does being Singaporean means. Is it the way you look? Is it time spent in Singapore, or just the way we speak? And being such a multicultural society, we need to be more open-minded about what being Singaporean means. What's going on, Wendy?
Making palau. We made
salad.
Just say that Swahili name. We made kachumbari.
I made kachumbari.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Eat the World. If you want to watch more, click here. If you want to subscribe, click here. And let us know what other cuisines we should feature next on this channel as well. Bye!